Have you ever wondered if ghosts exist? Let's take a journey back to the late 19th century in the small town of Lusk, Wyoming. Our tale begins in this quaint frontier town, where under the veil of night, a spectral figure began to manifest. Known as the Dancer of Lusk, this mysterious entity danced in the shadows, its ethereal presence casting a chilling pall over the community. From the saloon to the local church, from the outskirts of the town to the heart of the community, the Dancer of Lusk made its ghostly presence felt. Its unexpected appearances, often punctuated by a haunting waltz, left the townsfolk in a perpetual state of unease. The town's streets, once filled with the chatter of daily life, fell silent as the sun set, the fear of the unknown weighing heavily on everyone's heart. The spectral entity was not malevolent, yet it was an eerie sight to behold. Its form, a swirling, shimmering silhouette, moved with a grace that was almost hypnotic. It danced in solitude, never interacting with the living, yet its silent waltz was a spectacle that captivated and terrified in equal measure. As the years rolled on, the sightings of the Dancer of Lusk became less frequent, yet the legend grew. The spectral dancer was no longer just a ghostly figure. It became a symbol of the town's history, a story passed down from generation to generation. The Dancer of Lusk, once an entity of immediate fear, had become a folklore, a tale told on chilly nights, a mystery that added an air of intrigue to this small Wyoming town. So, it seems, Lusk, Wyoming is not just another town on the map. It is a town with a story, a town with a past that reaches out from the shadows, reminding us of a time when the line between the living and the dead seemed to blur on moonlit nights. As time moved on, the Dancer of Lusk remained a spectral reminder of a past shrouded in mystery. Ghost stories are not just tales told around the campfire, sometimes they even make it to the courtroom. In the latter part of the 19th century, the quaint state of West Virginia witnessed an unprecedented event, a legal case that would forever be remembered as the Greenbrier Ghost case. A case where the supernatural world and the legal system intertwined in an eerie dance, creating ripples in the annals of jurisprudence. In the heart of this case was the tragic tale of Zona Heaster Shue, a young woman whose life was abruptly cut short. Zona's death was initially ruled as natural, caused by everlasting faint, an old term for heart failure. But this was no ordinary death. In the days following her burial, Zona's mother, Mary Jane Heaster, claimed to have been visited by her daughter's specter. The apparition revealed a chilling truth. Zona hadn't died of heart failure, she was murdered. And the culprit? None other than her own husband, Edward Shue. Armed with this ghostly revelation, Mary Jane persuaded the local authorities to exhume Zona's body. Upon examination, the coroner discovered that Zona had indeed been strangled, her neck broken. Edward Shue was promptly arrested and put on trial for his wife's murder. In a surprising turn of events, the testimony of the ghost, as recounted by Mary Jane, was admitted as evidence in court. It was a historical moment as it marked the first and only time a ghost testimony was considered in a court of law. The jury found Edward Shue guilty, and he was sentenced to life imprisonment, thus becoming the only man in history to be convicted based on the evidence provided by a ghost. The Greenbrier Ghost case captured the public's imagination and gained notoriety, becoming a peculiar chapter in legal history. The Greenbrier Ghost case reminds us that sometimes justice can come from the most unexpected places. In 1872, a maritime mystery unfolded that has left historians and investigators puzzled for over a century. Picture this: a ship fully intact, seaworthy, and ready for voyage, but with a missing piece of the puzzle: the crew. This is the story of the Mary Celeste. The Mary Celeste set sail from New York City on November 7, 1872, bound for Genoa, Italy. On board were Captain Benjamin Briggs, his wife, their 2-year-old daughter, and a crew of 7. But about a month later, on December 5th, another ship, the D.I. Gracia, spotted the Mary Celeste adrift off the Azores Islands in the Atlantic. The ship was in good condition with ample provisions, the cargo of industrial alcohol untouched, but not a soul on board. This bizarre scenario sparked an array of theories. Some suggested mutiny, others proposed piracy. A few even pointed to sea monsters or alien abduction, but none of these theories held water. No sign of struggle or violence was found on the ship. The crew's personal belongings and the ship's papers were undisturbed. Scientific theories have also been put forward: a water spout, an underwater earthquake, or even an explosion caused by fumes from the alcohol cargo. But like the others, these theories remain speculative. Over 150 years later, we are still no closer to unraveling this maritime mystery. The mystery of the Mary Celeste remains an enduring enigma, adding to the mystique of maritime lore. In medieval England, death and the supernatural shaped the landscape in a chilling way. Here, the living and the dead shared a peculiar connection, marked by designated pathways known as corpse roads. These eerie routes, as the name suggests, were used for the solemn purpose of transporting the deceased to their final resting place, often located in distant churchyards. The concept of corpse roads was more than just a practical solution to a logistical problem of the time. It was rooted deeply in the beliefs, superstitions, and cultural practices of medieval England. The people believed that the spirits of the departed would travel along these roads, making their way to the afterlife. To ensure a smooth journey for these spirits, the roads were often straight, without any diversions, and were marked by particular landmarks like stones, crosses, or even specific trees. But these corpse roads also served another purpose. They were seen as a protective measure, a way to confine the wandering spirits to a specific path and prevent them from straying into the homes of the living, thereby averting any supernatural disturbances. Over time, these corpse roads have faded into the landscape, their eerie purpose mostly forgotten. Yet they still leave an indelible mark on the countryside, a silent reminder of the past where the living made way for the dead. Corpse roads, a macabre testament to the intricate relationship between folklore, superstition, and cultural practices, continue to haunt the landscape of England. From spectral dancers to ghostly testimonies, vanishing sailors, and eerie corpse roads, we've journeyed through a realm where the supernatural intersects with history. We've explored the Dancer of Lusk, the Greenbrier Ghost, the Mary Celeste, and the corpse roads of medieval England. Remember, the world is full of mysteries waiting to be unraveled. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more intriguing tales from the annals of history. Until next time, keep exploring the unexplained.